The unlikely promotion received by John Blackthorne in Shogun marks an esteemed honor from Lord Yoshii Toranaga. Throughout the first 3 episodes of the acclaimed new historical epic series, Blackthorne, Cosmo Jarvis, has come up with clever ways to survive in a divided feudal Japan where an all-out battle for the highest military rank, known as the Shogun, is about to begin. Initially seen as a threat, Blackthorne wins over the tricky and targeted Lord Toranaga, Hiroyuki Sanada, who begins to find ways to make the English sailor useful in his fight against Ishido and the Council of Regents. Jarvis and Sanada lead an impressive cast in Shogun that is based on real-life figures from the start of the Edo period, 1603 to 1868, in Japan. Shogun offers a dramatized portrayal of how feudal Lord Tokugawa Ieyasu rose to power against the impending threat of the Council of Five Elders following the death of the Taiko Toyotomi Hideyoshi. While Shogun certainly deviates from the true story of Tokugawa's rise to power and John Blackthorne's real-life inspiration William Adams' involvement in the feudal wars, the series is an undeniable critical success. As of the time of writing, Shogun has an impeccable 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. What Hatamoto translates to. A close-up of John Blackthorne in Shogun Episode 3. At the end of Shogun Episode 3, Lord Toranaga names John Blackthorne his new Hatamoto, which is considered a great honor. Similar to a daimyo, a Hatamoto is a vassal of the shogun or regent. Hatamoto literally translates to origin of the flag, with an understanding in feudal Japanese culture of being similar to a bannerman on the battlefield. Based on John Blackthorne's sharp thinking that covered for Lord Toranaga and later got him out of a pickle with the Portuguese, it's evident that Toranaga sees a courageous spirit within Blackthorne that he hopes will be instilled within his own ranks of daimyo and samurai. As Hatamoto to Lord Toranaga, John Blackthorne is an emblem of guardianship or protection of his flag and cause. In this case, the flag is representative of Toranaga's future shogunate dynasty. Before Blackthorne's arrival, Toranaga's fate seemed murky and dire, but the Englishman was able to support the feudal lord's preservation against the circling council of regents. Toranaga also appoints Blackthorne to teach his son and Kashiji Yabushiji, Tadanobu Asano, what he refers to as foreign tactics, to prepare for impending warfare against the Council of Regents and their supporters. The Hatamoto role in Japanese history explained. Anna Sawai as Lady Mariko in Shogun. According to Osprey Publishing, each great samurai warlord, or daimyo, had a division of troops known as the Hatamoto, those who stand under the flag. The Hatamoto included the personal bodyguards, the senior generals, the standard bearers and color guard, the couriers, and the other samurai under the warlord's personal command. In this light, the Hatamoto seems to be in a similar classification as the Karo, or samurai leaders, such as Hiramatsu. They are distinguished above samurai as hold special rank as vassals to the shogun similar to the daimyo and the Karo, but are under regents, warlords, and kampaku. During the Edo period under the reign of the Tokugawa shogunate, William Adams was the shogun's first Haramoto and one of the few Westerners who had ever been given that distinguished honor. During periods of war, the Hatamoto were essentially the same as an officer who operated under a general. More traditional members of the Hatamoto were determined by their income and were landowners under the shogun, which certainly wasn't the case for John Blackthorne at this time. Throughout Japan's feudal history during the Edo period, Hatamoto became a class of upper-class daimyos with an income that placed them in a specialized bracket.